Hi everybody, today we're doing a little tech talk again, and today I'm going to show you guys how I attach my braid to a reel, especially a new reel when I'm putting new braid on, and prevent it from slipping on the spool when I'm tying the knot. So I've got two knots that I usually use depending on how I feel. They both come off a uni knot, so very easy to do and they work very well. Alright, so let's just get straight into it and I'll show you the first knot I do. Okay, so I've got some spider wire braid here because it's nice and bright for you guys to see the knot. And the first one we're going to do is a uni knot where we make a very big loop like that. I'd say it's about 1.5 feet or 40-50 centimeters. Double it up into a big loop, take your tag end and do your normal uni knot over both the lines of the loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grab the tag end and then tighten the knot. Alright, so we pull that knot nice and tight, all directions, and then we just grab our scissors and cut the tag end off. And you can leave about 5 mils just for safety. I always like leaving a little bit of tag end on these type of knots. There we go. So what we've got is this big loop with our uni knot over there. So now to attach this to our spool, obviously click over your bail arm. Then I put that loop over the reel. I'm going to put the reel down like that. Alright, so we've got the loop around the spool. So we take the top part of this loop and I cross it twice onto the spool like that. Pull it tight, and then I take the bottom and I want to cross loop it. So I take the bottom one around twice in the other direction, once, twice. So you've crisscrossed it onto the spool, and then all you do is pull everything tight. So it's a little bit difficult with this. You just wind it like that, get it to the bottom of the spool like that, and then you can pull everything tight and it won't slip because you've crisscrossed it. As you can see there, it's crisscrossed and pulled nice and tight onto the spool. So that is a one done. Push it down to the bottom and that won't go anywhere. If for some stupid reason you get spooled and you have to hold the fish on the knot, which happens once or twice in our lifetimes, that will hold and you won't lose all your braid. Alright guys, so that's the one. Let me show you the other one that I've done before, which I actually use a bit more often. Very similar but different. So let's cut that one off. Nice and tight. There we go, we cut it off. So you can use this knot on most of the thickness of braid. I use it on thin, light spinning braid from my 10 pound right up to 80 pound. It works on all of them. So very, very nice knot to use. Alright, I'm just going to cut this bit off and then we'll show you the next knot. Alright guys, so let's go on to the next one. So on this one, I grab my braid, tag end in the right hand, put it onto the spool, and then I take my tag end around the braid in my left hand and loop it like that. So, and then the tag end goes around the spool again once. So you've created this loop, and then from here we do that uni knot over the double braid again. And we do, I like to do 6. Six loops, pull everything tight, lubricate it a bit, and just pull the knot nice and tight. And then once again you can cut the tag end off. I'll leave a few mils again. And then all you do now is just pull this knot tight onto the spool. There we go. So, sorry about that. The spinfish has got a rubber sort of insert here on the spool. It also helps to keep the braid nice and tight so it doesn't slip. So I like to get this knot onto that rubber insert, and then just pull everything nice and tight, and that's it. So you've got the double loop there with your uni knot onto it, and that's going nowhere, so it won't slip. And when you tighten on, put your braid onto the spool, obviously you can do it under pressure, and the last thing you want to do is for this knot to slip, or while you're fighting a big fish, having a line slip on the spool itself, so that'll be a disaster. So this is very important. This is nice and tight, and it's going nowhere. Alright guys, so those are the two knots that I use to tighten my braid onto my spool when I'm fishing. They both work very well. They're nice and strong and tight. So for the beginners out there, try it and see if it works for you.